Don't you always say, don't...
You mean what could be the biggest discovery in the history of humanity? Yeah, I've got some thoughts. Scans are still inconclusive, but I think we've seen enough to know that we're dealing with something potentially even more unusual than the artifacts. There are so many questions beyond just who are they? How did they find you? How do they know about the artifacts? Why has no one ever seen them before? They did openly threaten you, as I understand it. I'd say that's something to worry about. It was one thing when this was just about us investigating the artifacts. A weird phenomenon that didn't come with creepy threats or questions about aliens or whatever it is that's going on now. I know we'll figure it all out in the end. It's just kind of a lot right now. Okay, let's take a look. Stay safe, okay?
What can I help you with? Hey. I'm glad you're back. Let's get moving.
Sarah! Sarah, good to see you again, my dear friend. I expect to hear some exciting tales when you two return.
I'll try, but I doubt any of them will compare to the spectacular tales that we hear you spin.
Noel, whenever you're bored, I've got a seat in the ship with your name on it.
I don't know. I have a lot of work to do. Analyzing some of Sarah's recent data from the field. We're going to collaborate on a study. I've always worked hard. That was the only way that I could get here. My work is all I have. No wealth, no connections. And my timing is all wrong.
You've earned the right to be here, Noel.
Maybe I'll take you up on that seat sometime. After I get some more work done. Ever since I got here, this has felt like home. These people are family. I hope it feels that way for you too.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
Oh, sore. One too many squats.
I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for this. Constellation, the artifacts. That doesn't sound crazy, does it? Ask if you've got questions. Speak up if you have ideas. We're all here for the same reason. There's certainly precedent, isn't there? We've been operating for a while now on the fringes of what humans, know and understand. Why rule anything out? I just think we should be open-minded, keep everything on the table. It's just like the artifacts. The more we learn, the more we can start narrowing things down. It's the argument I have with Walter every other week. Science and reason have their place, but so does faith. We have all of them at our disposal, and I don't for 1 second believe they're mutually exclusive. There's certainly precedent, isn't there? We've been operating for a while now on the fringes of what humans, know and understand. Why rule anything out? I just think we should be open-minded, keep everything on the table. You could argue we've been veering into the supernatural for a while now. You yourself have powers that seem to defy logical explanation. It's the argument I have with Walter every other week. Science and reason have their place, but so does faith. We have all of them at our disposal, and I don't for 1 second believe they're mutually exclusive. Take care of yourself.
It's been quieter
Oh,
around
sorry.
here ever since
Was
Vladimir
doing
went to
the
live on the
tallies work
Eiffel
in my
Tower.
head. Inventory on the station. Next supply run.
Thanks for taking the time to talk. I wanted to ask you about the artifact you found on Bactera. When you pulled it from the rock, held it in your hands for the first time, how did you feel? No, I don't think you understand. I know about the visions, the light, and the music. How did you feel inside? What were your thoughts? If we're going to unlock the secrets of these artifacts, we're going to need more than simple empirical data. We'll need to dig deeper. It would be helpful if you'd just tell me how holding the artifact made you feel. That's an interesting reaction. But I suppose it shouldn't surprise me. When dealing with the artifacts, common sense tends to go right out the window. True. But hey, how else would you describe it? The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. Quite the mystery. Well, judging from the fact that both you and Barrett claim to have heard music, I've made the leap that the artifact was reaching out. Music composition might not consist of words and sentences, but I'll be damned if that isn't an attempt at language. Is there? After spending years gathering data about the artifacts, you'd think I'd have all the answers. Not much, I'm afraid. All I have to show for my efforts are eyewitness accounts, scores of inconclusive metallurgical test results, and wild theories. Oh, no, not at all. There's so much going on there, I can't afford to divert all of our resources, but I have classified the artifacts as a priority project. Does that really surprise you? A universal mystery left unsolved for God knows how long? Oh, I've been dreaming about solving this puzzle from the beginning. I knew I picked the right person for the job. Look, I wanted to thank you for taking the time to talk, and for keeping an open mind. And I also wanted to say, well, I'm pleased we're on this journey together. It's the best decision I've made in quite a long time. Can I help? So long.
Bet you never expected to end up involved in something like this.
worked because they just lived on one planet. And that sounds boring.
Remind me one of these days to tell you the tale of a certain Solomon Coe, and where his stargazing landed him.
Read any good books lately? Worried? No, I think it's fascinating. I know they maybe seem scary at first, but what if it's just a threat display? You know, how lots of species will puff themselves up or show off their teeth and growl to scare off anything they don't like. I don't know. I'm just a kid. I just thought maybe we shouldn't assume the worst. Right. We should just keep an open mind. Sure sounds like we haven't seen the last of them, so I guess we'll see what happens. Worried? No, I think it's fascinating. I know they maybe seem scary at first, but what if it's just a threat display? You know, how lots of species will puff themselves up or show off their teeth and growl to scare off anything they don't like. No, I get that. Just maybe it's not as bad as it looks. That's all. Sure sounds like we haven't seen the last of them, so I guess we'll see what happens. Worried? No, I think it's fascinating. I know they maybe seem scary at first, but what if it's just a threat display? You know, how lots of species will puff themselves up or show off their teeth and growl to scare off anything they don't like. Yeah, but all sorts of people say my dad makes a bad impression, and he gets by just fine. Sure sounds like we haven't seen the last of them, so I guess we'll see what happens. Bye!
I must confess, the hum of a grav drive makes me feel alive. Depends on the question. Shoot. There's so many planets, moons, celestial phenomena out there. Most captains just sail through the Great Black, not even really looking, appreciating. A lot of the time touching down on a virgin planet can be, well, uneventful. But every now and then, you see something no human has ever laid eyes on. That is what I live for. Goodbye.
At this point, I don't care what you have to do to get that project back on track. Within reason. Hope my employees don't give you too much trouble. Oh, right. I was afraid you were going to bring that up again. Very well. Let's see if I embarrass myself or not. My colleagues I venture out into the darkness of space once again. Many of you have expressed concern. At my age, you say, surely the risks are too great. Surely Sebastian Banks has earned a rest. Nonsense, I say. To go out into the unknown, to brave the possibility of never coming back, to ignite the spark of hope that humanity will find answers out there in the stars, that is all I have ever wanted. If this last expedition is my time, then I say, I have been fortunate. I have been fortunate to leave, surrounded by people who could not be more different from one another, but who share a common purpose. That, dare I say, I am fortunate my soul has a home it can always come back to. And that was the last thing Sebastian Banks ever said in the lodge before he disappeared. And Constellation has been waiting for him to come home ever since. Until next time.
Well, I'm okay. I'd be a lot better.
Something you need? If you have any gear you want me to haul, I'm happy to help. Maybe another time.
only place close enough to land? Wait.
You know, suggest
Another day, another credit.
Hey there. This guy.
Pardon?
How can I be of service, Captain? Greetings, Captain. Goodbye, Captain. Captain, it is. I will happily carry whatever you need. Return soon.
Underway.
Everything's 5 by 5, Captain.
Yeah, what is it? Time to go? You've got something for me? I'll only carry the good stuff. Just kidding. Yeah, take a look at this. Bye-bye.
Everything looks good on my station, Captain.
Had a good sleep?
All right, Captain. Good to see you.
Wow. You are the soundest sleeper I've ever seen. Hey there. Time to get moving.
Ready for action, Captain.
Imagine being marooned on a planet like this. I don't know how you'd survive.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
Huh? Was that you? I could have sworn... Ah, never mind. I've visited worlds with temperatures this low before, and it's never been a pleasant experience. There's a huge difference between being prepared and carrying too much. Yeah? Want to see what I'm carrying? Talk to you later.
Target located. Get their attention. Mission incomplete.
I'm going to end you!
Maintaining visual. Eliminate the target.
Come on! Let's go! Don't leave any of that behind.
Damn it! You've got nothing! Nothing!
Oh, I can't see. Medic.
I'm gonna go down. This.
Is this persistence or foolishness? Open eternity. My head. Your hunt ends here. Time and space fold.
Okay, that's it. Time to sell some of your junk. Yes? Feel free to drop some stuff into my bag. Okay.
What's that? Can't concentrate. Failure.
UC survival training taught me that caves are actually quite a good way to avoid cosmic radiation or inhospitable weather. I see what you've made there. Smart. What exactly does a pharmaceutical company need with a sub-basement and a connection to a cave?
Status. Weapons check complete. We're under attack. Target inside.
See if they've got any weapons or ammo.
Captain, do you require my assistance? If you feel it is necessary. Lunar Robotics is a manufacturing company. They are most notable for creating Model A robots. Their headquarters was once located on Earth's moon. It was evacuated during the cataclysm that rendered Earth uninhabitable. Today, Lunar Robotics products are still found throughout the settled systems, myself included. It is impossible to read Barrett. He is neither a book nor a block of code. If you are asking for a summary of my observations on his behavior, I will provide one. My internal clock tells me that it has been years since Barrett and I began traveling together. I have traveled much of the settled systems in his company. Barrett has not shared many personal details with me. he finds me a poor conversation partner, despite repeated attempts on his part. I do not understand the concept of gossip. I have only seen Barrett kill his enemies. If you do not number among them, I surmise it was accidental. What you are suffering from is likely a bad first impression. I suggest consulting Barrett on the issue at once. Barrett tells me a bad first impression is the hardest thing to break. I believe that is because he has never tried to break a diamond. No, I was manufactured by a machine. However, Barrett has modified my programming substantially. I have advanced linguistic capability and navigational skills. I warned him that I would require an extra millisecond to process information with his modifications, but he did not seem to mind. Apparently, my capacity for conversation makes me a more entertaining travel companion. Travel safely.
So, where to next?
All systems looking good, boss.
challenges.
This is United Colony Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. And complete. Enjoy your stay in New Atlantis.
System on screen.
While we're here, let's swing by Centaurian so I can pick up some ammo. I wonder if any discovery reports have come in while we were away.
I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects.
Hey, Captain. Need help with anything?
You find any fortune out there? How about we see how they look in the collection?
Feel free to help yourself at the bar. I don't drink, but I feel like if I did, now would be a good time for one.
I'm expecting big things from you with this ship project. Don't let me down.
Hello, Captain.
Hey, how are you?
It's good to be out and about. Lives get stuffy sometimes. Hey, if you find a new pistol, I'd be obliged. It's about time. I missed the company.
Okay, Sam. I'm trusting you to stay out of trouble. Think you can handle that?
Your ship smells so much better than Dad's? Like, a lot. See you later.
You have my attention. What did you need? What have you got for me? All right then.
At this point, I don't care what you have to do to get that project back on track. Within reason. Remember, you're representing all of us out there.
Wouldn't mind seeing if the eye gave you the right way of it. Collection starting to come together.
As much as I love uncovering new questions, I wouldn't mind a few answers now and then.
I'm all ears.
This is all exciting, but there's really a lot of pressure on us, isn't there? We have to get this right. Look at how far we've come. It's all becoming so overwhelming. The Starborn, the artifact visions, the music. Is it all worth it?
Mateo, are you having a crisis of faith? You?
What if the Starborn are right? What if our hunt for the artifacts is a fool's errand, doomed to failure and catastrophe?
You think we're doing the wrong thing? We just want answers. Isn't that why we all joined in the first place? The noble quest of discovery?
Chasing down this mystery is what Constellation was made for.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to shame either of you. Blame the workings of a worried mind. I just hope that this journey doesn't turn us into something that we wouldn't recognize from where we are now.
Hate to interrupt, but I have a favor to ask. Lot of equipment on the Eye has reached the span's end. If we're going to find more artifacts further out, we need work done. Got the nods and signs from Sarah and Walter for the materials, but I need hands. Console parts, replacement wires that have burned out, some fixes to the intercom between the station and the lodge. Won't be going alone. Need more than just the you and I. Asked around. A few constellations are already on their way up.
I know everyone's excited by the artifacts.
Speak up if you have
as careful as possible and do all
have time.
possible effects.
See you on the Eye.
Ever since I got here, this has felt like home. These people are family. I hope it feels that way for you too. See you later.
Feel free to help yourself at the bar. I don't drink, but I feel like if I did, now would be a good time for one. Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation. There's certainly precedent, isn't there? We've been operating for a while now on the fringes of what humans, know and understand. Why rule anything out? I just think we should be open-minded, keep everything on the table. You're doing great out there.
Oh, right. I was afraid you were going to bring that up again. Very well. Let's see if I embarrass myself or not. My colleagues, I venture out into the darkness of space once again. Many of you have expressed concern. At my age, you say, surely the risks are too great. Surely Sebastian Banks has earned a rest. Nonsense, I say. To go out into the unknown, to brave the possibility of never coming back, to ignite the spark of hope that humanity will find answers out there in the stars, that is all I have ever wanted. If this last expedition is my time, then I say, I have been fortunate. I have been fortunate to leave surrounded by people who could not be more different from one another, but who share a common purpose. That, dare I say, I am fortunate my soul has a home it can always come back to. And that was the last thing Sebastian Banks ever said in the lodge before he disappeared. And Constellation has been waiting for him to come home ever since. Goodbye.
We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory, isn't it? It's been quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the Eye full-time. Stay safe, okay? We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory, isn't it?
Hope my employees don't give you too much trouble.
It's been quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the Eye full-time.
got your ping loud as a bell. Eyes ready to let you aboard.
Glad to be part of the team.
Captain, greetings. Hello. I will await your next order here.
Setting up some software. Want to test the computer over there? Help Vladimir code up this system the first time. Now, how did this work again? If you could just give my ingenious software a test run. That, was supposed to happen, I think. I'd have to check with Vlad on this one.